Imagine you are in one room since 3 months, like a jail. How it could be your status?
My visa is expiring in 2 weeks. I have to get my degree before I go home. I don't know.
যখন মা কিছু রান্না করে ঘরে তখন আমাকে লাঞ্চে কল দিল, জিজ্ঞেস করলো কী খাচ্ছিস, আমি বললাম ডাল ভাত খাচ্ছি। তো মার একটু মন খারাপ যে ওনারা একটু খেতে পাচ্ছে, আমি খেতে পাচ্ছি না, সেই জন্য মন খারাপ।
Before it was the handshake, it's normal things. Now you will be cross the red line if you handshake someone, because the pandemic, it will be effect of you. For example, you left your home, you left your society, you are far away from your family. It's a part of your suffering. And the second part is the pandemic. Pandemic, it's make the person as unsocial person, because the lockdown, you can't be go outside, you can't be matlab in touch with the people, visible matlab in touch with people, and you can't be meeting the people. It's make the person tora matlab alone and like to be unsocial person. You are all your relation online, you can do all your work online, you can do everything online. So if you will not matlab after this lockdown, what you will do? You will feeling you are matlab abnormal, you will be weird on this society. You since 3 months completely till now, you didn't go outside, you didn't meet except the people who stay in the hostel. In the first, the students were around 100 students in the hostel. Now everyone vacate his country.
So it's not a big difference for me as a Bangladeshi. It's not a big difference for me. Yes, of course, always we miss home. Of course, when we are out of home for a long time, we miss home. Actually, the whole year, almost the whole year went into lockdown. So now after lockdown, in JNU, I think students are sort of familiar with this kind of dystopic realities, like living in such dungeon and everything. From Bangladesh, she is living alone actually in a hostel in JNU. So what she is going through is very disturbing, because she has to live alone. In her corridor there is no one. So, and she has this kind of phobia of living alone in the room. Yeah, after lockdown, so most of the Indian students left for home. So those who couldn't left, they are inside campus, and those are the international students. Many of them left, but there are few, around 50, 60 students are there still now.
घर जाने का तो वो तो हमेशा से रह रहा था, बिकॉज़ मैं लास्ट ईयर में हूँ और ये मेरा लास्ट सेमेस्टर है. तो ये तो दिमाग में है कि जून के एंड तक मुझे घर रहना था, और मैं जून के शुरुआत में हॉस्टल में अंदर बैठी थी. We tried to contact the embassy, हमारा जो यहाँ पे मॉरिशस हाई कमीशन है, and we were in touch with them. We were asking कि अगर कुछ repatriation का हो रहा है और, and it started I think later during the month, around by end of May, I think end of May something. Then at that moment we had gathered almost 150 students all around India. सबका टेस्टिंग करना पड़ा था एक टाइम पे, और उसमें I tested positive and I had to be shifted to a quarantine facility गुड़गांव में. और उस टाइम पे थैंक्स टू हमारे जो फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स के डीन हैं डॉक्टर लोचन, वो थे, और ICCR भी, दे हेल्प्ड अस अ लॉट. अदरवाइज़ उस टाइम पे हमें बिल्कुल भी वो जगह नहीं मिलती, एंड मे बी आई वुड नॉट हैव रिकवर्ड द वे आई डिड. when we came into the hostel, we were welcomed. I wouldn't say कि नहीं हुआ था, but जिस टाइम पे हम टेस्टेड पॉजिटिव हुए थे, उस टाइम पे वो जो लुक था ना कि ओके इनसे डर के चलो, ये लोग कुछ कर देंगे हमको, इनको पास मत आने दो, ऐसा वाला. 150 students to go back home, and उस टाइम पे I was holding the phone and I'm like, why didn't I go back? Because you know, staying here was my choice, but getting sick was not my choice. So at that moment I felt like that. I did feel कि घर चले जाना चाहिए था, but okay, जो हुआ सो हुआ. Zoom पे classes चल रहे थे, that was fine. That was still you know, जो हमें classes में मिलता था, you know, seeing the teacher and वो questions पूछ रही हैं and हम लोग भी जवाब दे रहे हैं. Then suddenly the classes shifted to WhatsApp. So the teachers would just, you know, give us a time slot कि हम ऐसे 11 बजे आएंगे and questions डालेंगे और फिर आप बोलो कि आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है.
किसी भी टॉपिक को समझने के लिए एक जो आप सवाल पूछ रहे हैं और आपको जवाब मिल रहा है, तो एक तरीके की मिल के लर्निंग होती थी जो अब उतनी पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाती है.
ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, ऑनलाइन टीचिंग कभी भी क्लासरूम और स्टूडेंट्स के बीच, क्लासरूम में टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट्स के बीच जो साक्षात टीचिंग होती है, जिसमें संवाद होता है, ये वन वे ट्रैफिक नहीं है. वास्तव में सामने बैठे हुए व्यक्ति पूरी तरह से कंसंट्रेट करके टीचर की बात को सुने और टीचर जो देना चाहते हैं, जो ज्ञान उनको, जो नॉलेज, जो जानकारियाँ देना चाहते हैं, वो दे पाएँ, और लेने वाला भी वास्तव में उसे ले पा रहा है कि नहीं, ये बात भी साक्षात टीचिंग में ही, प्रत्यक्ष टीचिंग जो है उसी में संभव है.
There are a lot of students living in rural sites. They are being excluded from the quality of education because of this mood.
You want to study on the screen, you want to stay on the screen more than 5-6 hours in the day. So that's make headache continuously in your head. Headache.
What we are doing, as there is no physical classroom or anything, so what we are doing, we are meeting on Google Meet or Zoom or WhatsApp to discuss on few things, to like stay sane actually, like if you have nothing to do in the lockdown.
Now I went to eye test. I found I have a power in my left eyes because I was studying continuously on the screen. My behavior with my mother is not be good. I am an only son for my mother, so there is no one for my mother except me.
ABP न्यूज़ आपको रखे आगे.